Typically, we get a bit more information that's released in the week following the Third Plenum, but what do we know about the outcomes so far?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say that President Xi, it's his third term in power presiding over the Third Plenum. So we were expecting more consistency, more stability, and that's exactly what we got. The communique from Xinhua was very long but very vaguely worded, full of jargons like modern socialist country and Chinese-style modernization, but I'll try to pass through it and give you a summary. So what we know so far is China will continue to rely on advanced manufacturing to boost growth. So really trying to move up that tech value chain and strengthen their resilience amid these growing pressure and trade restrictions from the West. But this could mean that China will prioritize high-quality growth over absolute growth. So this could mean that maybe that bar for short-term stimulus could be higher because China may be willing to tolerate a slower growth as they try to rebalance this economy. We were looking out specifically for more demand-side policies, for measures to stimulate that very lackluster domestic demand. So there was mention about improving domestic demand in the context of a short-term task for the government. They said they are still committed to meeting that economic policy for the year. We know that's not an issue. They are already on track to meet that growth target of around 5%. We're looking for property measures that was mentioned just once in the context of diffusing risks. So again, reading between the tea leaves here, I don't know, does that mean that stimulus will not be forthcoming? It's hard to say. There were also mentions of tax and fiscal reforms. No details given, but that suggests perhaps the government is looking at addressing that heavy local government debt and maybe shifting some of that burden to the central government. And there was also mention of improving social safety net, having more employment-first policies, improving health and medical care. So these are measures that could perhaps help boost people's confidence in their ability to spend again. One thing I want to point out was a once popular phrase that was missing from the document, which is that markets will play a decisive role. That wasn't mentioned, and instead it's saying that officials need to both let go but also control the market. So perhaps, again, some ambiguity there and perhaps a signal that maybe there will be more of a government hand in the economy, and we already see signs of that with the PBOC, preparing to maybe intervene more in the financial markets.